Hello, everybody. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon for me, but it's morning probably for everyone. How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone is fine. It's Friday, finally. Well, I'm working tomorrow morning, so I don't know why I'm celebrating, but I am sure people are very, very happy about it. Um, I was, and also it's Sarah Boone Day. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I hope I don't get disappointed with this trial because I think the hype has been so much the last 4 years that everyone has been waiting for that finally we hear. But anyway, um I was thinking maybe today we could start with a recap of there was actually two testimonies that I was listening to of the Leilani trial. About it that it was actually quite interesting. One I took notes, the other one not so much because it was so quick, was like a 10-minute testimony that I couldn't even bear myself to take notes. I do want to try something because I was messing around with some audio. How I forgot the name. Some sound bites. That's it. Some sound bites and some comments on a Lumia platform thing to see if he actually connects as well with StreamYard. But I don't know if I have to. I'm gonna type it on the YouTube side of things. So let me have a look. Let me try this then. See if it acts actually, if I spelled things correctly too, because that could be it's yeah. I think that's it. Let's see if that works. Okay, that is not the command that is supposed to be saying. Um, okay, that is great. It starts not going very good. Let's try another one. Sorry. I think I need to do a test run with morning, Lewis. Yeah, no, it's still asking Streamlabs. Okay, never. Oh, okay, it worked both of them. That's scary. I'm sorry. Okay, the soundbite heard worked. Did everyone hear that? By the way, let me know. I think I'll try this another day. The rest because it's still asking Streamlabs to do. Oh, you had. I'm sorry, but that is very funny. Good morning, Paul. I think um it's okay. I will try probably later the sound bites and everything else and commands because I was trying to figure that out, but it's all a complication. But anyway, carry on. Going back, I was thinking, talking about this testimony was so heartbreaking about in the Leilani trial. It was so heartbreaking. I mean, it's it was a babysitter for the three kids of Leilani. Um, they are trying not to use like the names of the other kids. They use mainly Quentin's name. Um, the other one that they use most is Zane. They don't. I don't think because the other day there was a motion from the defense lawyer saying that the prosecution was using the full names and date of births and everything of the other remaining kids that are alive. Um, and the defense was not happy about that and to stop using it, so the prosecution is trying not to use as much, and I think it might have instructed the witnesses not to. But so this it was a 17-year-old girl that was the babysitter of Quentin and the other kids, so she was not shown on camera because it's still considered juvenile. But she was, I know it is horrible. It's a heartbreaking case, but was it's also I'm liking it because with the snippets that I'm watching it, I like about that shows exactly how first she was horrible, Leilani, absolutely horrible, not even comparison, but also how did no one that saw this did anything about it? Because again, this testimony of this, I know she is 17-year-old, but her sister, who was at the time 19, she also, morning toxic, welcome in, good morning, was that she was also a babysitter for Quentin and the three kids. So this, I don't think, I didn't catch the name of the original babysitter, the 17-year-old, or they did not say because, juvenile, don't really remember, even though I just watched it. So they both used to babysit Quentin, and they used to spend time at their house with their parents and everything. So it was just, um, it's just crazy because they spend as well time in Leilani's house, but most of the time they were, sorry, just silencing my phone. They were at their house, of the babysitter's house. Oh, I just noticed I'm matching my bed today over there. So they spend also time with Leilani. So she used to babysit Quentin and all the kids while Leilani was still around as well, around the house. Um, and then she witnessed a couple of interactions between Leilani and Quentin that, obviously the prosecution is using against Leilani. And is the instances that she talked about, it was absolutely horrible. I mean, I can go in, like, they did not go into that much detail. They talked about it, they did not show any pictures, and I don't think they would show any pictures anyway. But there was an instance that the young lady was describing that was over a controller of a PlayStation. So apparently Quentin got hold of it, of a controller of the PlayStation. And then Leilani was not happy about it, so he literally pushed the kid on his chest, and a toddler would fall automatically on the floor, because they don't have that great balance to start with. So, then another occasion was because he started asking for bubbles, those little bubbles that kids love, and I do actually still like it. um so he was asking for that, and again, Leilani pushed the little one in the chest and made him, I know, I love those bubbles too, it's just so much fun. uh i I don't her expressions when people are testifying, it is this, what I see is disgust and surprising that she's telling things, and that it's like that face looks like, oh no, that is not how it happened type thing. So I think I'm not believing in her emotions when she was crying. There was, I think, it was on the first day or in the first couple of days, that she was crying over either the 911 call or a call or whatever. I don't believe that. I think that was crocodile tears. That absolutely no. That, yeah, because of everything that everyone is saying, is just obviously we are in the state's case. I don't know what cases the defense going to put, because their opening was three words. Literally, the opening of the defense was three words. I don't even know why they bothered to do any kind of opening, because yeah, that was just not an opening. That was just him saying something and then going. Um, so basically, the babysitter just carry on recounting all the situations that she had witnessed over the time that she was babysitting. I know it was. Let me have a look if I can find quickly the defense openings for Leilani, because it was absolutely very, very weird, because literally he said three words and he just left it at that. Oh yeah, it's just, oh no, definitely she is coming through the vibe that I like, what I've been watching of this trial. She's coming through the vibe that she did not want Quentin, because that's another thing that the the babysitter witnessed, was the fact that she witnessed Leilani saying that she was always comparing Quentin to the other kid. I'm gonna try not to use the names, because I don't think that is, correct to be out there. So I'm gonna try my hardest to not to use the name. So she was always comparing Quentin to the other kid, to one of her oldest kids. And even was the instance of the swimming pool that the babysitter was recounting yesterday, that they were she literally pushed little Quentin into a swimming pool with no floaties on. I mean, that is just, and that is just unthinkable. No matter the depth of the pool, when you're a toddler, you need floaties at all times. So, and she said, the babysitter said, that Leilani said that he should know how to swim because the other kid knows already how to swim. I mean, what kind of a comparison is that? I'm sorry, I get angry and I get excited about it, but it's just, no, it's, yeah. And exactly, that is the thing. Yeah, didn't work out exactly. And because that was another as a thing as well, toxic, is that Leilani even said to the babysitter, it's like how she was angry and she was upset that Quentin looked like a lot like the biodad. She was not happy about that. She was she did not want she didn't like the fact that the Quentin was looked like his dad, and she literally didn't like it. And she recalls the babysitter recalls Leilani to call Quentin useless. I mean, I'm sorry, the little one is like 3-4 years old, not even that probably. How can you say that about your kid? About, oh, it's just absolutely horrible. I'm trying still to find the defense openings, uh, to try to show the quickness of it. Oh, they had a breakfast, I remember. One second. Let me. Okay, I think I am there. One second. So it's just, still, prosecution did took a long was a long opening of the prosecution, that is for sure. uh and the fact that she went on the TV news and about all about this, and it's just crazy to me. The whole thing, I mean, it's just, there we go, I found it. I'm gonna play now the um I think so. It's like when I look at the pictures, I think it resembles more Leilani than, well, I haven't seen the father. I don't think I have seen the biological dad yet, but I'm sure he's going to testify. Um, right, let me share my screen, and we're going to hear the openings of the defense.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't intend to speak nearly as long as Mr. Dean did, because frankly, this whole case is about rumor, gossip, speculation, and innuendo, and ultimately the state's bold conclusions about what they say happened but can't prove. Unquestionably, this is an emotional case. I know that. I have 5 children, 4 grandchildren. So I understand how emotional this can be. But this case can't be decided based on emotions. It has to be decided on facts and evidence presented in this courtroom. It can't be determined by emotions or their rumors and their gossip and their conclusions. And in the end, what you will determine is that's exactly the foundation of the state's claims. Bunch of conclusions, bunch of declarations, unsupported by actual evidence. These declarations about she did this at 1 o'clock, she killed Quentin, she drove here, and then all of that are their conclusions, what they have decided the evidence shows. But what is important in a trial is this witness stand, where witnesses testify and evidence is presented. It's not what some lawyer says. It's not what the state declares the evidence to be, and that includes this discussion about the statements. Mr. Dean has his ideas of what those statements represent, but that's your job. And it's not to simply rely on the state's conclusions about what they mean. The state has a conclusion. The core conclusion is that Leilani Marie Simon murdered her child. The evidence will simply not support that bold conclusion. That is why, after we've heard all the evidence and all the argument, the evidence will lead you to one place, and that is a finding with respect to murder and concealing the death of another of not guilty. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, so that was the opening of the defense. It took what, about 5 minutes, 10 minutes? I don't think you could say much about the whole situation. I mean, Kathy had 2 shout outs because Gossip Room and in the window that he mentioned twice in the opening. He did not talk about any. He only said that the prosecution had a lot of conclusions, a lot of no evidence, what they did not have, but neither did he. He did not say anything about it, anything about the case or the kind of person that. Yeah, exactly. But you know what, Lou? It's just in the last couple of days, what has been is a lot of evidence against Leilani, especially yesterday. I mean, yesterday they had the ex-boyfriend testify. They had a neighbor testify, and then another lady that helped get gas on the night of when Quentin disappeared, because apparently she ran out of gas and everything, and she literally, that witness yesterday destroyed her alibi that she had for the night of the disappearance of Quentin. Why? Like, she needed gas because she didn't had any gas, so this lady helped her get a can of gas to put gas in a car. Sorry, I call petrol gas in her car, so literally destroyed her alibi. This witness, the babysitter, literally ruined her as well, because it showed the character that Leilani had and everything. So it was just yeah, absolutely. So oh, was it? No, but why then she did need the Oragel, but she also need gas as well, because she was talking about the me again, petrol can, the gas can. So she was talking about the gas can that she was because the defense was asking her, oh, but you don't remember exactly when it was, but she remembers it was around that time, because the gas can did not belong to her, but to her property management thing that she worked for, because she mentioned the petrol can thing situation that was going on. So it's sorry, I'm trying to turn my page, because then the defense with the babysitter, it was asking that if the young lady was remembered the timeline, when it was, on when was it. Yeah, exactly. So there's like this completely destroyed the I mean, the prosecution is doing a good job. From what I've been able to see, the prosecution has been doing a really good job in terms of literally destroying her excuses about what happened and did not happen. I did not sit through the whole videos that they showed. They showed all the videos of the interviews at the police station. They showed the the news broadcast thing that they recorded her and her mom was, I think it was her mom. They recorded about that. So they just literally gone through it, and they are now going through all to disseminate literally the whole thing about her um test the her excuses. um but the one thing is, I don't know is if she is going to testify herself in the defense, because I don't think the defense can do much. There's no much that they can do. They own they literally have a few questions for the babysitter. They asked about the timeline, if you remember exactly when this whole situation happened, like the PlayStation controller, there was the concrete situation. Her testifying would be amazing. I need to get used to do this. Definitely, her testifying would have been the, I'm sorry to say, the cherry on top of the cake. I would love to see that. Um, there was another situation as well that I remembered, that where was it? Where did I um write it down? Um, oh, takes my nose sometimes. It's oh, yeah. So there was an instance that they were talking about, the babysitter was talking about that that Quentin was on the road, literally walking, like, Paula said the other day, there was a toddler walking around her area at nighttime at 5:30 in the morning. That was something that the babysitter said yesterday, that either Quentin or the other child, one of the other children that she has, was walking on the road in the middle of the night, and Leilani was just asleep, not realizing that either her toddler or one of her kids has literally left the house, and it was in the street. Oh, wrong. Oh yes. Oh, her facial expressions while either this one, there's the babysitter was testifying, or even the other one, the neighbor. I think it was the neighbor that also testified yesterday. She was wearing like a white beige top, if anyone has seen it. She was talking about as well how Leilani was treating little Quentin. And I mean, everyone has exactly the same story on how, horrible she was. And now she's saying, no, no, I am the greatest mom ever alive. And I mean, it's like, why would everyone just pull together to testify against you? They have better things to do with their lives. I mean, I'm sure that they wanted to do more, especially the 17-year-old. She was saying that she literally was just, she was being homeschooled. She was had that little job, and she just got her first job. Well, what's the point that she had to lie? And she was crying at one point, talking about the little Quentin, and you could see that that was genuine crying, not Leilani crying with no tears or no, and showing emotions in the wrong spot. So that was a couple testimonies. I think the ex-boyfriend also testified yesterday. I haven't had time to listen to that testimony, because these two testimonies that what I just talked about, they were about what, half an hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes each. So they were not that hard to listen. But the ex-boyfriend testify for about an hour and a half. So that is a long, I need to go through his testimony, get my points, and then maybe another day we can catch up on that and talk about that testimony the of the ex-boyfriend, because that's it is a long testimony. It's an hour and a half, but I don't know if he is the bio dad or he's just an ex-boyfriend of Leilani. Because his picture, let me have a look. That doesn't look like Quentin, but I don't we don't know how the other kids look like, because obviously is juveniles, they will never be shown, and I mean they are kids. I don't think they're even going to testify, because this happened 2 years ago almost to the date. So I need to divulge in that testimony of the ex-boyfriend, and then we can talk about, we can share, I mean, or if you guys know anything about it, just let me know down below to if you share all your opinion, and then I can see what is mine and we can share about that. But today, maybe today, not maybe, because I was now moving on. Let's imagine there's a cut off, a transition type thing to another topic. Talking about our Sarah Boone. So I was rewatching just now the TV, the trial. I always get it wrong. The trial TV live feed that Jules, and I don't know his name. I am so sorry. That did a live stream yesterday after court, and they were talking about all the court situation and everything. Chris, sorry, thank you. My days, thank you very much. They were talking about how the courts went, and they were talking about the Vordia and everything that went on yesterday with Sarah Boone. But it was actually interesting because I do remember it fell asleep halfway through, because it was, yeah, thank you, Paula. I was so tired yesterday, but I am today. I've already had coffee. I am wide awake for Sarah Boone. I am ready, and I'm not gonna leave my spot until the trial finishes. Because the thing is, if I go to bed and try listen to trial, I will fall asleep. I can't stay up, so I am gonna stay here all day to listen to the trial. But anyway, she was saying, Jules was saying on the stream, I know. Happy Boone Day, everybody. Yay. Welcome in. Make sure that everyone likes to press the like button, just to make sure that, channel gets out there and everything. Welcome. So, Sarah Byrne. So, I was surprised that in the juror, there was a juror now that she experienced DV. But I mean, because I'm surprised, because she was saying, and I remember she saying this in the void ire, she was saying that she's going to testify against her, I think her husband or boyfriend or aggressor. Let's call him aggressor, because we don't know very much what's the position. Hey, number one. Well, thank you. Oh, sorry. You. Oh, I'm so sorry you're hanging alone for a while. I am trying to learn how to set up things with StreamYard. So but yeah, sorry about that, Paula. Thank you for sticking out, staying here with us. So but this juror, she's gonna testify soon against her aggressor, and she's now on a Sarah Boone trial. But the one thing that Jules said was that this actually juror, you might think, I was thinking, I was like, oh, but that's gonna go good for the defense. But no, Jules said it could go good for the prosecution, because with, sadly, the juror having this experience, right, it can actually prove that whatever Sarah Boone is saying about her defense of the battered spouse defense is actually not true, because she, the jury can, when they are deliberating for the verdict, right, she can literally say that no, that is not how things happen, or that's not how someone would probably act if they were victims of DV and everything. So I think the defense thought that this was going to probably be a good juror for them, but I think I'm in the same opinion as Jules, that she can be also a very good juror for the prosecutor, because we don't know all the evidence, but we know probably more than the probably we know more than the jurors in terms of some evidence that is out there. We know about the video, we know what Brian Boone, Sarah's husband, said and everything. Because so I'm really interested in seeing how this is going to play out, and how this juror, because this can be the juror that can be either be a hung jury, or well, I cannot imagine the not guilty jury, because can you imagine if it is going to be a hung jury? I I don't think there is. Um, I don't think there is. So I can't imagine that there is not an evidence that we haven't seen. And I don't think we're gonna have imagine to see if it is not gonna be an not guilty. Can you imagine? Just entertain me a little bit. Can you imagine if it is actually a not guilty verdict? All this build up, all this time, and then Sarah Boone gets not guilty. Oh, I don't even want to. I think I can't. Oh no, that would be hilarious if she would get not guilty. It's just unthinkable. Sorry, all the notifications are coming through. I should have turned on off my notifications. Um, there you go. But it was just. Oh, I think the system, the justice system of the US, I think it would have been a little bit. Oh yes. I mean, as everyone got the bingo cards ready, everything is everything ready. Snacks, we are allowed snacks. Sarah's not allowed snacks, but we are. Oh, can you imagine if someone in a courtroom is eating snacks throughout the trial in front of Sarah? Well, it's not in front of Sarah Boone. Sarah Boone is gonna be turned their back, but can you imagine? That would be hilarious to do. So. Oh, I think it would be. Sorry, excuse me. I have something in my eye. I think it would be a big riot thing in Florida about it, because it's. I know. Oh, I just wanted to be a fly in a courtroom if Sarah catches anyone having a snacks in a courtroom in front of Sarah, that would be hilarious. I want to see. It's like I did not notice in this last couple of days, during the jury selection and everything. Did anyone notice if she had any makeup? Because I did not see any difference. To be fair, I did not see any difference. Obviously, it's not. I'm not gonna think that she's gonna have like makeup, like looking like I'm sorry to say, a clown, but I mean, it would kind of suit her anyway. But I did not notice. I did not notice that. But to be fair, I was not really zooming in on her face or anything. Oh, really? Oh, nice. Oh, I don't know which juror number was the DV. I did not catch that. Um, but yeah, I think jury 13 was the child care issues, but the DV case I did not catch their their numbers. I know Sarah. I know Jules tweeted about which numbers of the jurors are were selected, and who is the spare ones. I'm gonna call them spares because I keep forgetting the proper name. But and I know the ratio of females and males, but I don't know exactly who was who. Might go back at some point, but I don't think I'm gonna have time during the weekend to have a look at that. Oh, I know. And the fact that they obviously it was not in front of everybody. I noticed that they took most of the jurors out, and then kept a few in to ask even alternates. Thank you. Thank you, Paula. I need a word board in front of my computer, so when I forget words in English, I can just look, and I was like, oh, there's there. But yeah, so it really gets personal, up and personal. And the pop quiz, of that the lawyer, the is it it's not Mr. Owens, it's the other guy. So it's just oh, that was interesting, that pop quiz. I would fail it, oh, I would fail any pop quizzes. I was like, huh, what were you talking? It's like such a long day, such probably like it's all new for the potential jurors and for the jurors and themselves. So I was like, I did not know there was going to be pop quizzes. I would have oh it oh did you guys hear on the stream of Chris and Jill's stream over at TV Trial Life? I need to get that name correctly. They literally Mr. J and Mr. Onos don't like each other. Is it Jay? Yeah, the guy. Because they don't like each other, and they were saying that they were having lunch, and the mood was cut through a knife. Oh my daisy, was they don't like each other at all. So and Sarah did have some funny faces as well. There was one face that she was looking like towards where the media was. This was on the 23rd floor courthouse where they were finalizing the jurors instructions. So her faces were very expressive today. She cannot hide how she's feeling and what she thinks, because just through her facial expressions we can know exactly what she's, and I think that's going to show as well throughout the trial, because if she cannot control herself and her facial expression, the jury can see that and they can make notes. That's the thing. And then during the deliberations they can bring that up in terms of, oh, it's, I just lost my pen. Sorry. It's, that is going to show, especially when brings things that she doesn't want to be brought, or that she doesn't like at all, or that she's been fighting a lot throughout all this time to come up to court, because there was something that even the judge said, that the fact that she had 8 lawyers in, if the defense opens that door in the states on the openings, or at any point, this prosecution can bring it up. The prosecution can bring the fact that Sarah went through 8 attorneys throughout this time. The same thing with the fact that she's been incarcerated since 2020, because if Brian Boone testifies and is going to be a hostile witness for either, I think was for the defense, if it testifies about the did he hasn't paid alimony since 2020, he can just say, well, she's been incarcerated since then, and that's it. That is the opening of for that coming into the trial. Which, oh, I need to find out the day that she's gonna testify and book that day off. I'm gonna turn off my phone. I am gonna just be watching and recording and just enjoying. I'm gonna buy popcorn. I'm gonna pop snacks, and oh, I am literally. I think she. I think things are not going to go her way. Let's just be clear and nice and honest. Things are not going to go her way, especially because the prosecution is going to present their case first. Um, she's not going to go her way. Lee, no way. No way is going to be just one day. She's going to be it's a female version of Robert Tallis. Tallis took like 3 hours or over 2 days. Mm-mm. I will bet my money on it that I think it's gonna be more than one day. I think we're gonna have to sit through the very tiresome exhaustion of Sarah Boone watching, but it is gonna be good. It is gonna be good. It's gonna. I need snacks. I need water. I need plenty bingo cards. I think I'm gonna design just a bingo card about for Sarah's testimony, because that could be I think so too. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that George was, no one is perfect or anything, but definitely, I think we need that. I think either wine or something a bit stronger. I think once Sarah Boone testifies, I think I'm gonna be allowed to be able to have a drink. So I am gonna have to enjoy that privilege of having a drink. I don't. Oh, but I need. Yeah, if I work the day after, I think I'm gonna book the day after, so I'm able to, to. But it's just oh it's just gonna I want to listen from the family side. I haven't actually. I need to watch before the trial starts. I think we still have a bit of time because I think there's some motions that they need to deal with before they do the openings that they were on about yesterday. I need to watch because Samantha Terry, one of the RA's great mods, she sent me a video of the interview of George's family, and I really want to watch before the trial starts. I can because I'm not a juror. Oh, she is going. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be good. It's Friday. It's Sarah Boone Day. Sarah Boone finally is gonna get her day in court like she's been wanting forever. She's been wanting this for 4 years. She had the opportunity last week of not going through this, being almost halfway through her sentence, being almost, I can see the outside almost. I mean, she was just that close. But no, she decided to get her try, and now she's gonna face the big jury and the case, and just oh, toxic. I don't think we have that chance. I don't think she's gonna let us down with anything. I think she's just gonna be the character that she has been those last 4 years, and she's gonna show her true colors because that's who she is. She is gonna be one of ah, I cannot say I am. We can bingo on that. We can. I will take not the dare, but I I would almost take a dare to that bet that Sarah Byrne just in today's openings on the state's openings that she's gonna make faces and that we're gonna have a few crosses in our now bingo cards. I am most certain. I don't want to be overconfident, but I am because it's just gonna be hilarious. Oh no! Oh, can you? Oh, the cross of mm, that is gonna be something else. I mean, if we need a spicy counter, we need a counter in the stream for like objections or something. I don't know. We don't know yet, but we need a spicy counter as well. The same thing that we recovery addict had in the Karen retrial. Oh, it's gonna be an. I think you know what is gonna happen. It's gonna popcorn is gonna run out across the world, at least in UK, Florida, all over the US. Popcorn is gonna be out of stock because it's just gonna be like oh yes, I completely agree with you, Leith. It's she's already argumentative and anyway, but she's gonna she's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be fantastic. It's oh yes, definitely. I think and the amount of kernels that is gonna be thrown at the TV just because she's saying something, and unsmart or something untrue or it's just something completely out of the contest and completely out of the way because I don't think she's gonna have that um restraint in herself to be able to stop it, so it's just gonna be awesome. All right. Oh yeah, it's yeah, definitely. So I think yeah, I want to try something before we do go, if to see if it works. Oh, sorry, wrong screen. See if it works on this one, because I've been trying. I said in the beginning, trying to say some sound bites to see if this works. Yeah, no, it is not working. I need to. It did work, yes. But anyway, our stream is about to start. Sarah Boone is about to start. Check the Discord link here that she was posted in the comment section. It's a great place to get cases, ideas, court cases, documents, chats to give your opinion on it. Everyone is welcome. So, but don't forget to pop the like button on your way out. Thank you very much for being here and happy Sarah Boone Day. Bye, everyone.